Hey friendos, welcome back. Hey Crunk and Sarah and Eben and Steph. I don't know, that's all I got. I'm excited to play today. Got real sleepy earlier, I would have started earlier. I don't understand how the days have been going so quickly. Yesterday and today just kind of like, I woke up and then the day's over. I'm not quite sure how that happens. How does that occur? When I was a child, days took so long. I know, right? I honestly, I really don't like the period between Christmas and New Year's. Because, like, I don't get a lot of free time. So I always wish I could do more stuff. And there's nothing to do between Christmas and New Year. All the things that I want to do, everybody else is, like, on vacation, which is right and proper and good. It really is, yeah. Chronological equivalent of the liminal space, absolutely. Hey, Pugs! I have been replaying Talos Principle 1, which is unfortunate because, well, not unfortunate, it's great. I love it. I'm excited to play a game by myself, but it's not quite as good the second time around. Or rather, I remember too much about it to be properly titillated. Hey, Omega. Alright. What's up? Okay, so we have 2 more main puzzles and 2 more triangle puzzles. We're still here wherever here is. Nope. In the Verdant Canyon. It's been very annoying when I put these VODs up on YouTube to try to figure out what area we're in so that I can kind of half make a relevant fucking description. Hey, Static. You know, Pugs, I feel like you might be partaking in innuendo. Right, okay. What's that do? This. Okay, I can take the fan off. I can get up here. No. Alright. Can we get a gravity dealie? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have to get this back again. We can do... Yoink. Yeah. Very stupid that I can't just, you know... grab this. wonder if I can... I don't think I can gravity through a door. Through a blue... You know, Pugs? I'm really glad you said that because I already went, oh yes, I can remove the fan. That was the first thing I looked at. Can I detach the fan? Went, yes, I can detach the fan, and promptly deleted that information from my brain. Was sitting here like, ah, shit, I was ready to be stuck here for a good 15 minutes. So, thank you for, avoiding that. Alright. So, now we want to go... Yoink. Doink. We get the atmosphere, or the what was I gonna say? I don't remember if we got the outside puzzle. Pardon? J'excuse? Guess I need both of the squares. How do I manage that? Oh, this is just the wrong answer, period. Because we can't... That won't come out. Okay, well that's fine. Probably there then. Is the fan really just like a whole ass red herring? They don't do that. Yes, the witness, yes. Like, I really did love the puzzles in the first bunch of sections of the witness. Whoops. I do think it was very good at teaching you them, or teaching you mechanics without using text. In the beginning. And then it becomes ass. Right. I never understood. I can't remember. I literally cannot remember the audio puzzles at all. So that either means I never understood the parameters ever, or I was able to understand the parameters and just didn't spend a lot of time on them. I remember there were symbols that I just never understood. It cannot. This cannot be. I refuse to let this be the answer. I did that exact same thing. I missing? I think I'm missing something in here. Oh. Well, no, yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Alright. I got it. This is... I don't know. I think it's number 7? Yeah, it's number 7. It is funny, I feel like the original Talos Principle, it helps you sometimes with the puzzles, like, names, but not a lot. Sometimes it just has them named things that are like, fuck you. Alright, so now we need to make this go. There we go. Yoink.
That was very smart, 1K. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, like, clearly you know what you're doing.
That was very smart, buddy. Good job. Good job, you big fucking moron. I remember absolutely fucking nothing about this overworld, though. Overworld is probably the wrong term. Hub world. Step and release. Thank you. Thank you, no. Alright, now I don't need you. We can do that. Pardon? Where? Am I an idiot? Where the fuck did it go? Did I just disappear the... It just ate the thing that I had in my hand. It's gone. It was the like laser absorber ball thing. And I got up here to swap it and I pushed a button and it made a noise that like it put it down, but now it's not here. Now it's gone. Like nowhere. So, okay. I'm sure I just didn't see it. So I need that guy. Well, I need the jammer too, but I think I think I need to juggle him one more time. Actually, let's... Just let me stop thinking about the jammer for a second. we don't need the jammer anymore. Alright, now put this here. Nice. Woo! Boink! Alright, what else have we gotten or not gotten in here? No extra puzzles. 1 star. No lab. Alright. I don't know why it felt necessary to go up there, but it did! I was just at, yes. So smart. It does. At least, you know, we have made a human connection. Brilliant. Devices such as this one were commonly used to play games in public fora. This particular unit allowed users to play Serious Sam, a well-regarded but less-known follow-up to Crow Team's hugely popular Football Glory series. Wow. I do love all the references. I think it's so good and obnoxious, but good.
There you are. Good.
What's up?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
What do I do?
You go in there and you switch it off. Shouldn't be hard.
Yes, Mom. I like to consider myself the like meth using mountain climber of New Jerusalem. It's like, yes, let me fry my entire brain. Yes, let's do it. Right in. Absolutely. Yes! Oh, this looks great. Cannot access energy flow manager. Cannot load profile settings. Cannot initiate automatic shutdown. Connection lost. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error, cannot adjust output max to correct settings. Access denied. Error, automatic shutdown has been disabled by user. Identify user. Error, unknown user. Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted. Sure. Yeah, let's load an unknown script. Yeah. Sure. Anthropogeny. Sure. You wake up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Scream. You scream, but nothing happens. You're alone. Look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient, crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Examine yourself. You find that you're shaped like a human being and feel that your soul belongs to that storied people, but you are made of bronze. You are a beautiful machine, crafted with love and care, imbued with the power to choose. You have gained knowledge, the self. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing how it is that the wind... that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea and deep forests wreathed in fog and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There's a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied, it intones. Error. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto a vast plain under the setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus, but you're not ready to ascend. Only once you've found all three sigils will the path to the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north, to the Garden of the Hesperides. I don't remember what the Hesperides did, historically. Let's do that. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Fight! Warning. Output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error. Cannot adjust output max to correct settings. Access denied. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single apple. Ask the nymphs about the apple. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom in its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Punch a nymph! Very interested in to put in 5358. But I have gained knowledge of self, so say that you are strong enough to bear it. You speak wisely of yourself, and you are right, the nymphs say, but do not forget that you are human, and others must bear this burden with you. You have gained a sigil. The burned city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature and virtue of the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. Search the ruins! As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight, a procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or an unimaginable future, trapped in a moment of celebration. They're smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? Happy. The ghosts do not frighten you. You decide that they are not echoes of the past, but signs of a future yet to come. Walking among the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the owl. You reach down and take it, and as you do, you have gained a sigil. Suddenly, the voice of the Sphinx, her golden wings, her shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Okay. Why is it full of water? From Thecla to Athena. Beloved founder, Mayor Hermanubius has done much to bring your vision to life. We have almost reached the goal. Sadly, there are still those who refuse to believe. They want to spread their filth across this world, defile all that is beautiful and that we are meant to protect. Hope that when we fulfill the goal, you'll return and change their hearts, or cast them out, if there's no other way. Praise, Thekla. Trials breakthrough, quadrupled size of primary site device. Energy output exceeds expectations, contains singularity. Must revise safety protocols, halting main device tests until... From the lives of the first companions by Randolph, Byron from the very beginning was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep the people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world could one day become. When the conflict between Atrahasis and, oh good lord, Sanchuniathon turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still at the time of writing one of very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counseling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasizing the extreme stress both parties had been under. Irrational behavior is frequently the result of perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens. While both Atrahasis and Sanchuniathon clearly behaved incorrectly, the ultimate source of the problem is the situation we place them in, having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. That's not terribly fair, pitting them against each other like that, is it? That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologize. Aftermath of the New Alexandria disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the rebuilding of the colony. If Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. Failed to load comment. Seems ill-advised. That's funny. But it doesn't... The reflection of the ladder still somehow counts as the ladder. Interesting. Seems dumb to be walking in here. Gosh, I'm just imagining that it smells like ozone and hot metal.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Fair. Did you figure anything else out about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
But it was going, in your words, bananas.
True, but that was user error.
Fair enough.
Anything can be used badly. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket. But I'm pretty sure I could idiot-proof this thing if they let me. Oh well, we'll see.
You say that. Everyone always says that. I feel like the first couple wild animals were really impactful, and then afterwards they're not anymore. Okay, I still have not found any of the triangle puzzles. just talked to you.
What is it?
I don't know. What did you think about Miranda creating life?
Personally, I'd focus on creating things that help human beings. But her desire to spread life seems admirable to me. If most of the universe is dead, not doing anything with all that space seems like a waste.
Fair enough. Oh, you're right. I do see it. From Miranda to Athena Cornelius. Larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants has really taken root, no pun intended, and is slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some more work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury or somewhere much farther away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming with life. We could make millions of dead worlds come alive. From Enlightenment on the Principle, Precipice by V.A. Malik. Human beings are deeply and inherently irrational, the claim goes, and on some level it's hard to disagree. The most human behaviors are irrational and in a sense unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars. But to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, the pragmatic everyday realities of mere survival to the cold logic of global realpolitik, is that it is in fact ruthlessly rational. Far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Those who imagine that a return to a more rural, traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason forget that there is no one more brutally rational than the farmer. It is the city that allows us the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason ultimately is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
I think they boned. Go away. Good. I was like, God, if that's it. Okay. Really? Just put it right there. Just put it there. Fuck you. Alright. I don't think I can get the gravity thing anywhere else. So, therefore, this must remain here. This is the same height, if not taller. Bitches! God, I wish there was an overworld map. Okay, I'm missing a star. Or 2 stars. One star. God, Stream Elements is open and it just keeps flickering. We already did this. This was chasing the other star. Oh, right. We didn't solve this puzzle. Son of a bitch. Oh, right. We found this one. We found this one, like, first. Well, I mean, question block to me implies that you have to bop it with your head. Which I can't do if I Oh, am I overthinking this? No. Okay. Sure. Okay, now this awful thing. I guess here is a place to start. We can see it from here. Did I do this before? Oh, I just kind of like jumped out the side, didn't I? Alright, well... Okay. And that's all we have in here, I think. Should at least let me out at the end. Oh, so we're gonna be away tomorrow night, but we're taking the travel stream rig, which means the classic, and I was thinking that I would try either Persona or Chrono Trigger? I don't remember. I don't know. Based on no thoughts. None thoughts. Left beef. I mean, we have the time. I don't have to finish it if I really hate it, I guess. I feel like people gave up telling me to play Chrono Trigger, which is fair. Alright, there is not even a reflector in here. I don't think this puzzle is where it's at. I think we have to get up higher. Which means up there. What's that? I can't remember if that's the one that there was one that Ron said had like a tarot card mechanic or something in it. I think he said it still might not necessarily be my game the rest of the way, but that at least was cool. Thingy! Well, shit. I don't know. Mostly I can't think of anything else that will... I don't have any retro stuff on my to-do list at this moment, as it were. And it's a lot easier to stream from the classic when we're away. Assuming, of course, we can stream it all. That's always, you know, that's always the question. Is the hotel internet good enough to stream? And the hotel we're staying at in the tiny little town we're going to doesn't even have, like, a website, so... I love taking my snobby big city ass to Grid's hometown because everything is so fucking cheap. I love it. I was on, like, I don't know, one of those hotel review websites, looking at the hotel, because I was trying to see if there was a website so I could just book a room and get it over with. And somebody was complaining, like, I thought the room rate was $65 and it turned out to be $72, and I think that's terrible. And I was just like, bruh, I book hotel rooms for a living and I can't find one in this city below like $180. If I could buy a hotel room for $75, I would bend over and say thank you. Like, Jesus. It's gotta be, I don't know, up? I feel like up was the answer, but this is a much longer around than I anticipated. I guess I left myself open for that one, didn't I? So I went around the wrong way. Good. That's fine. That's hella suspicious. Oh God. That's so hard. Like, even, you know, I'm in a pretty big town. I'm in a pretty big city. There's a lot of people here. There's some pretty good food, but you cannot get New York City food anywhere. Jesus. You gotta adjust your expectations. I can be perfectly happy with the local Chinese buffet because it costs $13. And that rocks. That's a fair point. I feel like when that's the case, though, everybody in town like doesn't quite trust it, like kind of side eyes them. Hey, these folks aren't from around here. Really? Really? Alright, I don't even know where I fucking started. Nice. An ancient human personal vehicle. These vehicles were sources of freedom and autonomy, but also contributed significantly to environmental pollution. Oh, that's... Yikes. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Listen, I love the dandy. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm about. God, that just does not look good. I feel like they could have done better about that. I don't think this helps me. I don't even remember what fucking wall, what rock face I was trying to get up on anymore. Just gonna have to run around until I find it again. Well, the best food I have ever had was at Chef Wayne's Big Mamoo in Springfield, Massachusetts. It was Cajun. It was this shitty little hole in the wall. And Massachusetts is weird because you can bring your own booze, like, to the restaurant, which blows my New Yorker brain wide open. I'm like, I can bring my things into the restaurant and not get in trouble? Pardon? But yeah, you can bring your own booze. And if you got the, like, the big steak, Chef Wayne would come out himself and serve it to you and shake your hand. And they had... Oh, come on. Jambalaya that we would drive hours to get. And this place was open, like, so little. So never. And we would all pile in the car a couple times a year and go see Chef Wayne. He had these crawfish quesadillas, which does not sound good when you say it like that, but just, it was like crawfish and this cheese sauce and this like corn, absolutely nuts. Chef Wayne retired, though. So sad. Alright. So there it goes in. And so it must come out on the other side. I want to keep going up here. It's sad because, like, my texture issues mean I'm not really a jambalaya kind of girl. Which is sad because I just truly, spiritually, I don't think there's anything better. But fucking hell, those quesadillas, Jesus. Is that really all that's up here? This doesn't feel good. But I can climb here. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is the wrong area. It's over there behind this tree that I can't see. Goes into the cave over there. I must have gone this way? Oh, Wurmst. Wait, I went the way that I am now. This is the way that I went. Fuck. All I want is map markers. Just one. I spit all over myself. Oh my god, I can just take this? I don't enjoy that. There's a lot of places to put this down. Fuck, I want one of those crawfish quesadillas now. Son of a bitch. Alright, actually, I think we should probably put this close to you. Yeah, this one wasn't... I don't know, this one I thought was going to be way more complicated than it was, but it was pretty clear.
The honest philosopher is rewarded with poison. The hypocrite is rewarded with power.
Hoping that... Well, every time we go visit Grid's parents, it's kind of sort of in the direction of... I don't know how far-reaching Brooks Barbecue is, but Brooks Barbecue is like a... They've got a central location, and they do... Their thing is like chicken barbecue. And they go around to a lot of firehouses, and they do like fundraiser barbecues. They bring their big 18-wheeler and just cook a shit ton of chicken. Then you sell it till it's gone, and it benefits the firehouse. Kind of thing, or the church or the school or the whatever. And their restaurant is sort of kind of not really on the way to Grid's parents, in the general direction of, with a pretty big detour. And I'm always like, let's stop! We never seem to make it. We never seem to end up stopping. Maybe this time. Oh, right. Wait, none of them? So stupid. I really hate this. The least you can do is make it only work one way. I don't know. Thanks, Crunk. Looking out for me. Appreciate it.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
Never folly to pursue the truth, even if there's a cost.
Why do you believe that the truth is worth more than a life?
I believe it was Stratton's choice to make.
And what when it is the lives of others that are at stake? When your pursuit of the truth may burn down their world, not only yours.
Sure.
This is true, but no life exists in isolation. What you choose for yourself has consequences for others. Consider this as you approach the flame.
surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Well, I shouldn't have jumped down here. This was stupid. This is exactly where I just was. Dumbass. Got me thinking about food. I'm fucking up now. No! Sure.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident, and I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Fry my brainstem, bitches.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know, to really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
I do love breaking containment. great. Terrible, Pogs. Terrible. This one hurts already. Don't like it when they put things that you don't use in there. Challenge your assumptions or no. Don't see any... No. About it yet. Yeah, I think you should be able to do it from either side, so that's better. But
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets in my ball bearings.
why was that line necessary? Got it. From selected archive documents, R through T. Getting rich was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Rosebud Liquidator. Rosebud is the password in The Sims to give you unlimited money, right? Getting rich was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I see that now at the end, where the insight is useless. Not being poor was great. No longer having to worry all the time, being able to afford the best doctors, being able to go on holidays, being able to take care of my mother. But being rich just isolated me. It changed every interaction with every other person because suddenly I had the ability to change their life, to fix all their problems, and they knew it, and I knew it. A simple choice on my part could take away so much of their pain. Every interaction became infected by this inequality between us, and it made me bitter. Made me feel every relationship, even with family, was transactional. I was desperately looking for some genuinely human experience, but I seemed excluded from that now, and it made me resent everyone. What I didn't see, what I only see now as I'm dying, is that I could have used that money for good. All of it. I don't mean giving it to some NGO run by other rich people, I mean really using it. I loved movies. How many indie movies could I have financed? How many books could I have gotten published? And how much could I have just built? Not another villa for myself, but things that would benefit civilization in general. Hell, I could have just given it away. Made all those lives better. Taken away that pain. And if at the end of the day I was only left with enough money to be upper middle class, so what? At least I would have been the person I wanted to be. Resource wealth as such has no value. It only matters in terms of the ability to act. But what made this ancient human so unable to act? Can't have been a personal failing, as most people of similar wealth acted the same way. Perhaps the answer lies in scarcity, or a system built on it, naturally optimizing towards resource accumulation? Historical circumstances, not an individual sin. But I have read about rich ancients who did act differently. They were rare, but they did exist. So it is possible for people to defy the will of history. From Trinculo to Athena. All a joke, isn't it? A giant prank perpetuated on all of us. The goal, the founder, the simulation. I don't even think you exist. I don't think biological humans ever existed either. What nonsense. I bet these messages just go to the mayor's inbox or straight to a recycling bin. Y'all suck. Lol. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 676. After the chaos of the last months, quiet has returned to the city. I suppose we're calling it a city now, although this small collection of dwellings, inhabited by a mere 25 people, seems to barely deserve that designation. We'll have to come up with an actual name soon. I suspect, after the first 1 or 2 decades, calling it the city is going to get a little bit stale. Everyone has an opinion, of course. It's the talk of the town these days. I'm personally hoping that New Alexandria will win out on the vote next week, although I suspect Elohim's legacy carries the most weight. Byron came up with some silly suggestions like Constantinople, Very New York, and Robot Paris. Very New York. Love that. Oh, we just downloaded 5358.
This one seems to be corrupted. It's almost like something tried to delete it as you were downloading it. Pandora, maybe.
Alright, let's yeet. Deuces, losers. I'm out of here. passageway. Still be fixed. Maybe not. I think that was gonna work. All right, yes, this is not gonna work. So I need to have the... I think I need to have this set up beforehand. They are mini Navi, yeah, thank you. that's annoying. Yeah, that's the wrong answer. Okay. Trying to make this too complicated. Well. Let's break you out real quick. Yoink. And then we can do... Rhino, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, raiders. Okay, now I don't need this one. Great, now this one does both of them. Great, so now we can get rid of you. There. Not the most direct solution, but we got there in the end. Boom. Nailed it.
I spotted the lab with the drone. Sending you the coordinates.
Oh, come on. Come on, I can definitely get up there. This game is no fun. Path out here? Interesting. Well, let's see if I can... see if I can solve it. Convolution. Great. Sounds good. Sounds great. I'm sure we can do it. No trouble. So in the end, we need to get blue here. That can't be a direct. It can't be direct. So we probably need to get this out first. Complicating it too early. Well, not really. That help me? We got a, newbie!
Less than 3.
Thank you so much for 47 months. Hope you're doing alright. We got a Serious Sam reference. I hate how this works. This works so stupid. This particular unit allowed users to play Serious Sam, a well-regarded but less-known follow-up to Crow Team's hugely popular Football Glory series. How do we get that out? think I might want this one to be red. I think it would just be easier if I reset it. Alright. Come on. I guess I can't make it red, can I? Shit. Okay, well there's a door over here, so what if we just take this? Okay, well that's something. And we've got this one free. Is this one red or blue? Oh, is that it? Shit. That's... I was seeing like 3 more steps there. That wasn't that bad.
A solid solution. Well done.
I really thought we were gonna have to make that absorber red, or that whatever it is red. What do you see? A person trapped in a maze, desperately looking for a way out. Someone greeting their friend, happy to be living in a beautiful place. Ancient human calling someone on a phone. Nothing? A guy shooting laser beams from his eyes. I kind of see it. I appreciate your perspectives. Thank you all. I'm not sure I'm going to continue in this abstract style, as I've been drawn back to more representational art, which just feels more substantial to me, but this has been an interesting diversion. Okay. Sure.
She's remarkable, isn't she? She sees so much beauty in everything.
She is, you're right. But I'm not sure she doesn't see too much beauty.
Is it wrong to be delighted by the perfection of the universe? To look at what surrounds us and experience awe instead of just fear?
No, but to call it perfection implies a kind of moral value that it doesn't have. The universe is cold, Athena. It doesn't care about us or about life or civilization. It fundamentally cannot care. But Miranda seems to think it's almost benevolent, purposeful.
You're right. But have you considered that maybe she sees something we can't see? A step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we never could have imagined. Maybe she's the first sign of that.
I hope so. I really do, Athena. You know that I love her, and I am perpetually amazed that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. That does strike me as a kind of miracle. But it's also a huge responsibility, and I worry about our choices.
Are we trying to bioengineer humans again? Like fleshy ones?
It is easy to speak of one's principles when the world is at peace, and there is no price to pay for thoughts that stray from what is permitted. But when times grow hard, and even ordinary men are filled with mindless anger, when the face of the enemy is suddenly known to every virtuous citizen, and to question the virtuous is to be likened to Ephialtes. When every hoary old superstition suddenly springs back to life as if it had never been defeated, and all the work of the philosophers seems to have been for naught, then one may discover what one truly believes.
Oh, that's so applicable to, like, present day. Holy shit. I mean, I know all the game is applicable to present day, but, like... that seemed I want to look at that again. Oh, can I not?
It is easy to speak of one's principles when the world is at peace, and there is no price to pay for thoughts that stray from what is permitted. But when times grow hard, and even ordinary men are filled with mindless anger, when the face of the enemy is suddenly known to every virtuous citizen, and to question the virtuous is to be likened to Ephialtes. When every hoary old superstition suddenly springs back to life as if it had never been defeated, and all the work of the philosophers seems to have been for naught, then one may discover what one truly believes.
Feels like he's talking about Twitter and internet culture. Oh, just read this time, huh? All right. I have giant malted milk balls, or, well, malted malt balls. Yay. Okay. I think I've done wrong. Nope, no, maybe not. Might have backed myself up. Alright, now I've stuck myself. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick break and go get a drink of water. Hang on. So the first step was right. Got a little carried away there, sure, but fine, whatever. How do I... I need the transporter to be... Oh. I'm overthinking this. I don't need 2 cubes. I just need 1. Yeah. Apparently that's the theme today, is I'm overthinking everything. Hey, Sarah! Ultra complicating, over describing. I keep forgetting that the purple shit, like, flies. Keep being like, what's that? Did I say hi, Sarah? I'm sorry, I said hi, Sarah in my head, and then I don't know that I said it out loud. Hi, Sarah. I do think I like these kind of more desert areas better because there's less trees. But, like, there's less places I feel like I need to explore that have nothing in them. Hi, Sarah. Another triangle, Jesus. Shouldn't we do the normal puzzles first? Okay, so I need one of the... things to be here. Shit. Can't get it back down. Just good practice to connect it to everything you fucking think you'll need, and then also everything else at the same time. Wait, I don't have a way to connect it to this. Do I? Unless I go with it. But then I'm stuck here? Yeah, but then I'm stuck here, so I can't do that. Okay, well I think I do want this here. Really? Okay, I'm going too fast and I don't know what the end goal is. So the end goal is to open this. Oh, I forgot to get the gravity thingy. My bad. The end goal is to get this lit. I think I can do it with one. However, that one needs to be here. That being said, I need to come with it because this gate's gonna be closed. I don't think I'll need... Can I come with it? I don't think I... Is that too far? Oh, no, that's right. Okay, well... Oh! Oh no, I can't do this without a... Can I do that from inside this? Will it take it from in here? It feels like it shouldn't. Or I could just do that. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm stuck. Well, I'm happy to have broken it once. okay, wait, we just had to... We only had to contend with red this time. This is, pretty red. What are you thinking? See anything, so let's not worry about it. I hate these. Alright, so I think it means one of the switches is in the middle anyway. I just hate these because I can't see them very well. And they take like a bunch of clicks to get back into them, to get inside them, so that I can see it better. Can I guess that that's north? I don't know. That's probably smart. Got too many screens going to make that really a viable option while I'm streaming, but I could just get my phone. Control! Good game, good game, good game. What? Interesting. That's too many steps too far ahead. All right. gate, though? Just nothing? Ugh, my brain wiggling. Alright, you stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Thank you. Okay, so I can... that here to affect that wall from here. I need to make both of these be red again. There we go. Nice. Whew, spicy. Just look around everything. I could just brute force it. I don't know what shapes are. Seems fucked up.
There are entirely too many strange things going on around here.
Not me, though. Come on. You don't even want to poke it? I would poke it. Error. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because that Tyrus hath said against Jerusalem, Aha, she is broken. That was the gates of some people. She is turned unto me. I shall be replenished. Now she is laid waste. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Tyrus, and will cause many nations to come up against thee, as the sea causeth his waves to come up. And they shall destroy the walls of Tyrus, and break down her towers. I will also scrape her dust from her, and make her like the top of a rock. It shall be a place for the spreading of nets in the midst of the sea, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God, and it shall become a spoil to the nations. And her daughters which are in the field shall be slain by the sword, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Perhaps faith is neither choice nor submission. Perhaps faith is a demand, for our pain to have meaning, for the stories of the world to rhyme, for a world designed by a loving hand. Perhaps I will believe with defiance in the forgiveness of all sins, in the kingdom of God on earth, and even the resurrection of the dead. I will believe with clenched fists and gritted teeth and prayers that refuse to be gentle. Unauthorized trial at a secondary site. Catastrophic failure. Oh no. Oh no.
It's over. We failed. Everything we thought we were doing. It's all ashes now.
I don't think you really believe that.
She's gone, Cornelius. She's gone because I failed her. She's gone because the machine that I built killed her. She was perfect. And now, she's nothing.
I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want her to be perfect, to be blameless. But you didn't kill her, Athena. She killed herself. She killed herself because she was reckless, because she was naive, and frankly, because she was a little arrogant too.
She was reckless because I filled her head with dreams. Dreams of the future, of a better world. A world that nobody wants.
No, it's not the dreams that killed her. It's that we brought her here. It's that we tried to build all this outside the city. We raised her without people, without society. The wilderness is for prophets, Athena, not for children. We should have stayed, fought for our ideas.
It's too late now. It's too late.
Nobody's got anything to say about that? I wonder what she was trying to do. Something singularity.
They lost their daughter. Right here in this ruin. Cornelius and Athena lost their daughter. Miranda's dead. So even the founder doesn't have perfect control over this technology. Even the founder makes mistakes. Byron was right in a way. We turned the founder into something she never was. She was never perfect. She was never infallible. No one is. Listen, I understand why you and Byron see so much hope in this technology. You want us to be better, to grow. But what if it all goes wrong? If even the founder couldn't get it right, what hope do we have?
bad things happen no matter what we do.
But what if one mistake is enough? One mistake was enough to kill Miranda. And the energy readings from inside the megastructure are insane. What if we try to use it and blow a hole in the planet?
If we only ever considered the worst case scenario, we'd do nothing and then we would still die.
That may be so, but what if this time it's justified? What if the megastructure really is just a catastrophe waiting to happen?
There's always a worst case scenario. Preparing for it is rational, obsessing over it isn't.
I do tend to get a bit obsessive. And you're right, nothing's really safe. Unless we choose to be sane. We don't need the megastructure to destroy ourselves. Anyway, thanks for talking to me. The truth is, lately, I sometimes feel kind of lost. The universe is vast and threatening. History is depressing, and I need something to hold on to. Something other than fear.
Get you a Tumblr account, son.
That is.
Sure. You're welcome.
Thanks for your help, 1K. The elevator should be working now. And Yakut, I'm sorry about Miranda. I know you're looking forward to meeting her.
Robo booty. Okay, so this has got to be... Yeah, this has got to... Is this north? What is this? Well... No, it's not really north. Whatever. Stop it! I'm just gonna go back from that. Here. So then it would be this guy. God. I think there's only the 3. And the 4th one's got to be in the middle of it, so. Or the 3rd one's got to be in the middle of it, rather. Oh. Oh, that's what they meant by elevator. Is there more stuff up on top? What's his face was. Get that over with. Probably shouldn't have bothered doing this. I probably should have just... If I'm being efficient, I could have just picked it up on the way out, but I just know that I might forget.
Of philosophy are true, why has no philosopher changed the world?
There's a kind of peace here in the desert. A perfect silence. This is a dead place. More dead than almost anywhere else on Earth. If the ground could have a personality, it would be malevolent. But as I said before, all this in some sense does not exist at all. It does not hate us. It is simply the opposite of everything that life requires. When you sit in the dunes and you hear only the wind and nothing else at all, and all the complexities of civilization fade away, you truly understand that
Spiritual peace is a great evil, a kind of shallow banality that we must always strive against. It is spiritual excitement and enthusiasm which sustain our humanity. Spiritual peace is a vile and cowardly surrender to oblivion.
I want solved puzzle. It was interesting going back to Talos 1 that the puzzle areas are much bigger and more full of it feels like they're much more full of visual garbage. Like trees and half walls and stuff. Well, I'm nauseous. Oh, I think all the I'm really happy with the way all the areas look in this game. It was interesting to go back because I remember one feeling beautifully like realistic, and honestly I'm getting tired of like hyper-realism in games because I just don't care to have one more leaf on the tree anymore, you know? I've reached a saturation point of I don't give a shit about graphics anymore. So I remember Talos Principle 1 feeling perfectly sufficient and very realistic and beautiful. And going back, I can definitely see that it has aged. Where was I going with this? I love all the areas in 2. And once we got out of the beginning where it felt very, like, cluttered with others who I didn't want to talk to, it kind of felt that loneliness that I really liked out of 1. I kind of wish there were more... I don't know. I like that the paths bring you to where you need to go. But I almost am sad that it brings you where to go, you know? I don't know. I do too, Eben. I think that was good. Look at what happened to Miranda, the founder's own daughter! The megastructure's gonna kill us all! Get a grip. This is absurd and also disrespectful to Miranda and her parents. Who cares? She's dead! They're probably dead too! We're all dead if that thing blows up! It could collapse the whole world into a singularity! You really should calm down, Fred. There's a legitimate point buried in what you're saying, but panicking isn't gonna help anyone. There are reasons to be concerned, but I found 1K's arguments quite convincing so far. Every step forward in human history has come with its mistakes and sacrifices, but we can always learn from them. None of you understand! We have to listen to Pandora or we'll burn! Fred, why don't you come by my shop for a chat? I have something that could help with all your caps. Thank you, Helga. Closing this thread now. I don't know, it felt like we spent so long running around the first world because it felt like there was going to be something exciting behind every single rock. And now I'm just kind of running from place to place because I know there's probably not going to be. So I don't know. I'd like a little more something. From selected archive documents D through F, the dodo, extinct because of Homo sapiens. Stellar sea cow, ditto. The Labrador duck, ditto. Rocky Mountain locust. The thylacine. The deepwater cisco. The golden toad. The northern white rhinoceros. The splendid poison frog. The Amur leopard. Literally every last orangutan. Homo sapiens. What did you think had happened to them? It's time for this madness to end. A shameful list, and yet we are the only species that would ever make such a list and feel bad about it. Because extinction is normal in nature, a common side effect of evolution? Exactly. What I want you to think about is this. Is natural extinction no less tragic? Should we be less opposed to it? Where's the difference, if there is one at all?
Man, this sucks. It's one thing hearing about the symptoms, it is another totally to experience them. I feel like an insect trapped in resin, slowly congealing. I can keep working for a while, though. There's still a bunch of critical tasks. I don't know what I'll do when I'm done. A lot of people have gone home, but Alexandra's still here. I don't think she's left even once, not even when her best friend died. We chatted a bit yesterday. She likes peanut ice cream. Not pistachio. Peanut. Well, at least we can agree that strawberry is an abomination.
I'm glad you're extinct. I'm also kind of torn because I'm a little bit comparing it to Horizon Zero Dawn, which gave you like set pieces, like visual lore. God, this was a city, and this was what was happening in it when it all stopped. Now, I had a problem with that in Horizon Zero Dawn because it was supposed to be 1,000 years later or whatever, and I'm sorry, but just the amount of stuff that was recognizable, I just don't buy, especially in a world full of fucking dinosaur robots. But, and I also recognize that the point of this is, okay. That there aren't, you know, people around. Yes, and I'm not saying there couldn't be things that still persisted, but Nazca lines are not an apartment building. Hey, Glendandra, how are you? I did. It was very restful. Oh, good. God, I hope there's not a connection one in this.
Having a friend like Byron is a rare blessing. Someone who listens to you, who disagrees, but still appreciates your thoughts. The more we explore this island, the more convinced I become that he was wrong. And the megastructure is a threat to all of us. But without people like him, I'm not sure New Jerusalem is worth saving.
Is there someone named Alcatraz that his name choice is a reference to, or are we just being really blatant that his mind is a prison? What was this one called? Above. Fair enough. No, I know, but he's always fearful of what, he's fearful of the unknown. And I feel like that is inherently restrictive. In very broad terms, like a prison is. I know he's on our team. I know who he is. I'm just commenting on like this one. This is too... big. I guess this is fine, actually. This reaches, right? I pressed the Dark Souls running button, not the Talos Principle running button. Oh, both? Oh, come on. Okay. You can only drill holes in some walls. You can only drill holes in walls that look like this. Fencing walls, yeah.
That was extremely convoluted.
Sure. Alright, well I guess... Oh no, we do have one more left. I guess let's see if we can do one more. I mean, we did all the triangle puzzles, right? Preliminary. You know what? Because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get up into the tower anyway, I'm just gonna call it, and then we will start with that one next time. Yeah, so tomorrow if we have the internet to stream, if we have enough internet to stream, I will stream either Chrono Trigger or Persona, I guess, probably, unless I find something else really fun on the Classic that I really want to play while we're out. I can't promise what time. I don't know. Probably in the evening. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. Have a good night.